you say sustainability, people instantly tend to think of waste, solar, they limit themselves to a couple of these things. They completely miss out on things like well-being, community building, which all play such huge roles in living a sustainable life.
So to that end, we really created this space in the most collaborative way possible to bring in other like-minded and like-hearted people that are already working on solutions, already working to provide services, that are already working to create awareness around these issues.
So I will start with why circus. We're a bunch of people that come from completely different backgrounds. I was in corporate marketing. Ajay was a lawyer. Alok comes from a real estate background. Nayanthara, of course, comes from the hospitality background, trained in Oberoi. Siddharth he trained to be a lawyer too. He worked with an art gallery and permaculture. So we each bring all these various experiences and skill sets, but we work together in creatively solving problems for our beautiful city, Bangalore. Hence, Bangalore Creative Circus.
So about 4 years ago is when I quit my job at an art gallery, and so I spent some time volunteering at farms. I studied and learned a little bit of permaculture. That exploration really brought me to this project. Permaculture is really the art or the philosophy and sometimes even the science of mimicking nature to create the most adaptive, resilient and sustainable human systems. For example, in the food production space, which is something that we're exploring here at BCC, we are looking to grow a food forest to grow as many edible plants as possible. So we have a farm-to-table restaurant here that is at this moment the central attraction of our space.
A lot of our greens come from here. So our spinach, basil, different herbs all come from the garden. All our edible flowers come from here. We are currently seeing a flourishing of a beautiful passion fruit crop. So the next few weeks should be very exciting. Me coming into Bangalore Creative Circus with my background as a chef, the larger idea was to somehow work on clearing the dissonance in my own life, that I had a career, but there was a lack of impact somewhere. That was the gap that I wanted to bridge. When we were researching the menu, an easiest way to look at lower carbon footprint is to look at things that don't get imported into the country. As a chef who's grown up in the 5-star space and in Western kitchens, olive oil is the most basic thing as an ingredient. Indians over the last 12-15 years have also really adopted olive oil in their home cooking. But fun fact, India does not produce a single ounce of olive oil. So that as a filter was so easy to do. To execute is a little harder because there are so many recipes which intrinsically require olive oil. But it's not, it's a mindset shift of looking at local options for things and looking at replacements which are easier on the planet and on our plates as well.
So we have to in some way design the space as an experience center. So one of the things that we integrated into the space early on, which again serves multiple functions, is art. One of the key elements to how it was designed is the available material. How do we look at something that normally someone would consider as waste and look to dispose as something that can be a resource and the raw material for creating something new?
It's a living embodiment of your trash is someone else's treasure, right? And that's really what we've tried to showcase in the entire space as you go. So there was an office that was shifting buildings, and we literally went there and collected all of the material that they were throwing away as scrap. And everything here every piece of material here has a story of what it was and what it has become today. You will see AC vents all across the space. Every glass piece that you see here is cabin glass. So yeah, so we're just trying to show, instill in everyone's mind the concept of the 3 R's: reduce, reuse, and recycle.
And artists and creative people are already doing that through their work. So our space is really designed to become a supportive platform for them, where they don't just have the infrastructure and the facilities to create art out of here, but also have the platform to showcase what they're doing.
So as Bangalore Creative Circus's vision, it's to be a one-stop shop for everything related to conscious living and regenerative cultures, right? You should come here with a question and we should have the answer for you. And the only way we can do that is by collaborating with some fabulous people like we've already started.
I'm a big believer in the concept of Nazar, and that's about it. So yeah, fingers crossed. This place is everything that I didn't even imagine. Yeah.